You're watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News at 4 starts now.
Traffic troubles now at 4. 2 crashes shut down miles of interstate. What you can expect for your drive home. Plus a big day in the courtroom. 2 major murder cases. The verdict for one and the sentencing for the other. The breaking details in just moments. We're going to begin with breaking news right off the top at 4. Multiple crashes on I-55 in Sangamon County shut down the interstate. This is a picture from one of the crashes near Divernon. We're told that this is a commercial vehicle crash. Southbound traffic being detoured off the interstate. Our Tristan Hardy just a few moments ago got to that scene. And Tristan, what can you tell us? What can you see?
Well, Chris, traffic is backed up for more than a mile, and we're on East Divernon Road. And if you look across the bridge from where I'm at, you can see how the line stretches of cars and semi-trucks. Now, that's I-55 going southbound. It's a stark contrast compared to I-55 going north. So you see one lane that's going really slow and the other one moving as if nothing is happening. Now, state police are out here diverting the traffic. Looks like they are taking them to Sullivan Road, and if they go straight where I'm at, you'll end up on East Divernon Road. Now, if your commute puts you on I-55 north, I-55 south, well, I heavily suggest that you find another route. Now, we're working on getting more details about this crash and anything else that's happening out here, but for now, it looks like as if everything is just moving really slow. Traffic on I-55 north going well, going south. It's going to take a while for you to find your nearest exit, I'll tell you that. For now, live in Springfield, I'm Tristan Hardy, WAND News.
Tristan, thank you. Also breaking it for a second crash about 20 miles north of there near Sherman just cleared. We do know that there were injuries in this crash. We don't know how bad they are. Drivers are asked to use caution near both of these crashes. As you just saw, we have crews monitoring both of them. We're going to update you as soon as we get more information. Some more breaking news at 4. A Springfield man accused of shooting and killing a pregnant woman has been sentenced to 55 years in prison. The Sangamon County attorney says Derek Hayes was sentenced for the murder of Sheena Malone in June of 2017. Malone was pregnant at the time and had to have a C-section to save her baby. A jury found Hayes guilty earlier this year. Also breaking in just the last hour, a jury found a Decatur mother guilty of first-degree murder in the death of her 19-month-old son. WAND's Karen Eisert was in the courtroom today as Jessica Logan took the stand and joins us now with the verdict. Karen.
Chris, it only took the jury 2 hours of deliberation to find 27-year-old Jessica Logan guilty of killing her 19-month-old son, Jaden Comage. Now, all this happened back in October of 2019. First responders rushed to her house off of East Leafland because she found her son, Jaden, unresponsive. Further investigations found the baby was suffocated to death. Detectives found Logan actually Googled on her phone, how do you suffocate? She did that 16 hours before she told them she found her son dead in his bed. Now, the trial wrapped up today with Logan actually taking the stand. She told jurors her son had a stuffy nose and she was giving him breathing treatment medicine. However, detectives who combed through the house say they couldn't find any of the empty medicine vials she had mentioned. In addition, investigators found Logan took out a life insurance policy on Jaden. Testimony in court showed the mother of 2 was in debt and was needing to pay back a recent loan. However, after Jaden's death, Logan never finished that paperwork in order to get the money. Now, like we mentioned, she did take the stand today. Here's what she recalled as those moments when she told police she found her baby.
He was laying in a position like this, face down, and I picked him up. I took the sheet off, picked him up, and I ran to the room. I ran to my room, got my phone, and called my mom.
Now, throughout the trial, jurors heard testimony from Decatur Police, the American Family Insurance Company. That's the company that Logan used to take out the life insurance policy on Jaden, in addition to the child's paternal grandmother. Now, Logan can face 20 years or to life in prison, but sentencing isn't until mid-July. Reporting live outside the Macon County Courthouse, I'm Karen Eisert, WAND News.
Karen, thank you. For more information on the Jessica Logan trial and breaking news that happens, you can find it on our website, WANDTV.com. Some developing news now. They search for a missing girl. Decatur police need your help finding her. Her name is Taisha Allen. She's 12 years old. She was last seen near East Division Street on Monday. She has brown eyes and black hair. Taisha was last seen wearing blue jeans with holes, a blue collared short sleeve shirt. Her hair was up in a red ponytail. If you have any information, you are asked to call Decatur Police. New at 4, Illinois State Police have identified skeletal remains found near Brownstown. The remains belong to 33-year-old Joel Mason. Police say a farmer found the remains in his field. Mason used to live in Clinton, but was currently living in Beaumont, Texas. He was reported missing last August. This investigation is ongoing.
It is 4:05 on your Wednesday afternoon, almost into the evening, and we're halfway through your work week. So let's go and take a look at your temperatures. You're going to notice it's just hot out there in some areas. 86 degrees right now in Decatur, 83 in Bloomington. And if we make our way back southward into Shelby County, it's 81. We're still noticing some isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms progressing throughout much of the area. Everyone can see a little bit of rain at some point, or at least has throughout the day. You're going to notice some thunderstorms. Earlier, there was some thunderclouds reported to be seen in Coles County. Now, it never touched the ground, and it was ahead of some rain showers. So as these progress, you may notice a few thunderclouds, but nonetheless, as the rain kicks up, those will dissipate. So we're not expecting any severe weather today. Flooring America Barn Citizen Building overlooking downtown Decatur, mostly cloudy skies, but noticing a little bit of sunshine roll through. That's what's rising those temperatures and providing that warmth. So as we look at your weather headlines, isolated showers and thunderstorms continuing through the rest of today, even into tomorrow. The unbearable humidity comes this weekend, but we're finally starting to see a relief not only from the rain showers, but the humidity, maybe even some of these rising temperatures. I'll have all the details coming up in a few short minutes.
Some developing news out of Champaign. One person is hurt after a shooting in front of a liquor store. It was at Blue Star Liquor on West Bradley Tuesday night. Police said the victim was trying to install a car seat when the suspect shot him from behind. The victim was taken to the hospital. A woman holding a baby was nearby the car during the shooting. Neither of them were hurt. No arrests have been made. And training for the worst case scenario this week, the Springfield Police Department is hosting an active threat training for officers from around the state. 36 officers from 20 different agencies are participating to become trained as active threat instructors. The goal of this week-long course is to be able to teach officers how to respond to these situations in a common way across all of the departments.
To provide active threat response training across the state to local jurisdictions, whether that be municipality, county, state, campus law enforcement, on the ability to respond to active threat situations.
Now, this training will continue through Friday. Residents should be aware the large police presence and weapons in this area are only for training. Champaign police are remembering one of their own this afternoon. Retired Officer Jonathan Westfield died this week. He served as a school resource officer for the majority of his career. This is the second death in the last month for the police department. Some breaking news at 4. Illinois Republican leaders have filed a lawsuit challenging the new redistricting maps. This is a federal lawsuit. Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the legislation last week. Republicans pushed back, saying Democrats drew the boundaries with behind closed doors using flawed data. The lawsuit is pushing to have the maps declared unconstitutional and voided. It also requests a bipartisan redistricting committee draw and approve new maps after official consensus data is released in August. Democratic leaders released a statement after the lawsuit was filed, saying in part, quote, "Throughout this process, they," referring to Republicans, "have done nothing but delay and obstruct efforts to ensure our communities are fairly represented, as seen by their refusal to even draft their own proposals." Right now, a movement to reevaluate our country's statues, landmarks, and monuments picking up speed in Springfield. One monument at the forefront of the conversation in the capital city is the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. statue. Secretary of State Jesse White wants a new statue to represent Dr. King. White knew King during his college days at Alabama.
No, that was not Dr. King. I've seen Dr. King for 75 times, close to 100 times, and that didn't look like him. This gentleman had his coat slung over his shoulder, and he looked like a sharecropper. And Dr. King has never looked like that. He's always was a dapper fella, always had a suit and a tie on.
The Stephen Douglas and Pierre Menard statues have already been kicked off the Capitol lawn due to their connections to slavery. The city of Springfield is looking to expand outdoor dining. The good news is businesses are not going to have to pay a dime. Parklets could soon be out in front of any business that serves food and drinks. The money would come from the Federal CARES Act. Mayor Jim Langfelder says the need for outdoor dining is bigger than ever.
Really, the pandemic, one of the, I guess, if you want to gauge a positive coming out, would be the parklets and the importance of enjoying one another in type of, kind of an outdoor setting, where before we were just like in and out and, hustle and bustle. This is a way to slow things down a little bit.
The public hearing for the federal funds is tomorrow at 3. You can also voice your concerns at the city's website until next Tuesday. Fighting Alzheimer's with a new drug. Coming up at 4, the newest FDA approval and when doctors say they expect to start prescribing. Plus free donuts, some free beer, and now a free admission to the fair. The one thing you need to take advantage of to get these offers. A health alert now. Doctors are calling newly approved Alzheimer's drug a breakthrough. The FDA approved it earlier this week. It's the first ever disease-modifying therapy for Alzheimer's. The drug aims to help people in the early stages of the disease. And while it's not the perfect drug for everyone, doctors think it will spur innovation by getting people talking.
Alzheimer's disease is not something a lot of people want to talk about. I hate to say it, but it's true. There's a lot of stigma. It's going to allow people to spark that conversation. And that's what we're really focused on at Us Against Alzheimer's, is bringing people into the conversation so families don't have to suffer.
Now, it is expected doctors will be able to start prescribing the drug in a couple of weeks. If you've gotten your vaccine, you can get into the Sangamon County for free. That's the fair. Organizers say all you gotta do is bring your vaccine card to the gate. You must have at least received your first dose. If you haven't been vaccinated, then you gotta cough up the $10. There will also be an on-site clinic from 4 to 7 every day at the fair. The fair runs June 16th to the 20th. Getting back into the workforce, still ahead, the new positions many teachers may want to consider. Well, it's Workforce Wednesday. For months, many teachers were stuck at home with the kids. Now, Baby Talk in Decatur is looking to fill some positions. So if you like working with children, listen up. Steve Nichols is going to tell you what.
In today's Workforce Wednesday, the opportunity I'm going to talk about may actually be more of a calling than just a job.
If you're passionate and if you have a true interest in working with children.
You might want to set aside some time Thursday morning.
So Workforce partners with Baby Talk, with agencies like themselves, and one of the things we're going to do is a hiring event with them on June 10th at 11 o'clock.
We have a facility with 16 classrooms, and right now we just don't have the staff to fill that.
Now, Baby Talk's located in the New Crossing campus on Marietta Street, and they're looking for teachers to fill these classrooms.
Something that sets our program apart from other daycares is that we do attachment style caregiving. So when the children come in at 6 weeks or a year, they're assigned to a teacher and they stay with that teacher until they age out at age 3.
There are some educational requirements for this position, but if you don't meet all of these requirements, don't count yourself out. There is help available.
If an assistant teacher comes in without that associates, we do give them 1 year from their start date to earn and go through the process for the CDA. That's the Child Development Associate Credential. And that's something that Baby Talk pays for and they can earn on working hours.
Now, you will have the opportunity to speak with Workforce and Baby Talk tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, but you have to call Workforce Investment Solutions ahead of time to get your invite to this virtual hiring event. In Decatur, Steve Nichols, WAND.
All right, that number Steve mentioned for Workforce Investment Solutions, 217, it's 875-8751. You have to call them to reserve your time. Well, another day and, well, another dangerous TikTok challenge. Coming up, why doctors say not to try this one at home. Plus, playing the long game, the best places to get and stay married. Phil? A warning for parents now, this new TikTok trend could send your child to the hospital. It's called dry scooping. It's taking pre-workout powder without the liquid. The advice from the experts, just don't do it. Doctors say getting the high dose of caffeine instantly when you do it, unlike most people who are just sipping the drink. Well, marriage is all about the person you're with, but some places give you a better chance at a happily ever after than others. I hope you're listening, Phil. LawnStarter ranked the best cities to get and stay married in. It looks like California is the best place to get married. 3 cities there coming in the top 5. A lot of Midwest cities coming in as the worst. Places like Toledo, Cleveland, and Detroit. And how about this? A Boston high school grad does the unimaginable. She turns down $40,000 in scholarship money. She wants it to go to someone else. Verda Tethy made the announcement at her graduation ceremony. She hopes administration will give the money to someone going to community college. Tethy is going to Harvard next fall. Another look at your forecast right after this.
You just want to drink water.
You created my picture-perfect forecast.
I thought you loved the cold.
We'll see you back here at 5.